Cherise Roberts was a lively 17-year-old, adored by her family and friends.
She was always a cute little kid, frankly. When I think back to her early years, she was such a little sweetie.
But in early January 2009, a casual stroll through the bush became the end of Cherise's young life. It is clear that Cherise has been murdered.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
But police were never able to find her killer. Cherise's grieving family are desperate for answers and have turned to Sensing Suspicious Death for help. Tonight, two psychics channel the spirit of Cherise as they attempt to uncover the events of that fateful day. Cherise Roberts was born on the 21st of April 1992. She was her parents' first and only child.
I mean, what springs to mind for me most, frankly, is the time we had to give her a haircut, which you do for little kids from time to time. So we're down there with Cherise, and of course she kicks up a hissy fit, being the independent little miss that she was even at that age, and she wouldn't have any bar of it. So I was holding the pudding basin down on her head, and Moira was cutting the hair around, and we got through to it in the end without any physical damage. But when we came home, of course, the little creature disappeared into her room, huge amount of noise. Oh, it was really a worry for me and her mother. Came out eventually, and she dyed her hair purple.
As she grew up, Cherise became more and more rebellious.
The worst occasion really was getting dragged out of bed at 2 o'clock in the morning, picking up Cherise from a pool of vomit in George Street.
Her relationship with her father began to spiral downward.
You're just like a dumb person, you're just really dumb, okay?
Very, very difficult it was, and we got into a number of pretty loud shouting matches. Neighbours started to complain, that sort of thing. You know, when she starts coming back from the pub, reeking of alcohol at Lord knows what hour in the morning.
I'm so drunk, I don't even know what this is, you know.
It was a tragic day when the police came and told me about Cherise, you know, and I was down at the pub at the time, which is not unusual, more than halfway through a game of darts. I was within 2 shots of getting a complete set of balls, 2 shots away after a lifetime of playing darts, and this policeman comes into the pub and says, "Your daughter's passed away." And I mean, I was just beside myself. I was distraught. I had the last dart in my hand, and my mates said, "No, you can't do that. You can't keep playing darts. Your daughter's just been killed. Get out of here." Well, I mean, they forced me out in the end. They had to. I would have carried on personally, but...
Brian Roberts was dragged to the police station, and so the investigation began.
The deceased was, dead. Yeah, no, there was quite a bit of substantial bleeding from the head area, which we believe was caused by an axe. So, yeah, we're pretty sure it was murder.
It has been just over a year since Cherise was murdered, and still, the case remains unsolved. Could our psychics be the key to putting this mystery to rest? Bronwyn Webber is a professional psychic medium who has participated in every series of Sensing Suspicious Death. In her spare time, she enjoys demonstrating her psychic abilities to others.
Hi, excuse me, you wouldn't happen to have any dead loved ones, would you?
Our second psychic, Rose Nicholson, uses slightly different methods.
That's significant.
On different days, each of our psychics is given a photo of Cherise. They both choose to keep it face down.
It's definitely a girl.
Young girl, yeah, young girl. I'd say anywhere between 7 and 23.
Rose is having trouble communicating with the spirit.
She says it's a secret. Shh. I don't think she wants to be talked to right now.
She's quite stubborn.
She's using some quite harsh language with me.
You duck!
I'm thinking she was involved with the drinking and the drugs. Yeah, because she's showing me this over and over again.
Now, the psychics try and find a name.
Cherise!
I'm getting a J.
It's Cherise?
Yeah, definitely a J. I might have a look at the photo. Okay. No, J's not right. She looks like more of a Cherise.
Astoundingly, Bronwyn is right.
There's a J somewhere though.
Who killed her?
Jeremy.
I think Cherise's murder was about her age, so that's suspicious.
Jeremiah.
Could have been a boyfriend. No, that doesn't seem right.
Cherise did not have a boyfriend at the time of her murder.
Cherise didn't seem to get much out of life,
No!
but I don't think she'd kill herself.
It's just a brutal one-off. Some guy just rolls into town and feels like killing someone. Gosh, this was rough.
Due to time constraints, the psychics are now taken to the spot where Cherise was killed.
It was here.
I really feel her energy.
I can see it now. All that blood.
He's not from around here, the killer.
She kind of known him. She doesn't even know his name.
I got that J feeling before. But if she didn't know him, then she can't give me a name. She just doesn't know who he is.
Without being provided with any information of the case, the psychics have been able to produce numerous details about Cherise's past and potential leads in the murder inquiry.
The psychics believe Cherise's killer was someone completely unknown to her, which fits with the information we have so far. Bronwyn also mentioned the letter J. If you know someone whose name begins with J and who has an axe, then please contact us on 0800 Sensing and we will look into it.
Life has changed a lot, it has to be said, since Cherise passed away. And, I mean, you know, there are times when I just forget she's not there, if you know what I mean. I'm sort of out in the shed, as I used to, working away on some project or another, and I yell out, Cherise, do the dishes, it's your turn, you know, and as you do. And then I'll suddenly remember that she's not there, you know. It's, well, it's kind of sad, really.